And it's my honor and pleasure today to host the Ambassador of Morocco, Ambassador Amrani. Welcome.
This, of course, thanks to the vision of His Majesty, who lead his leadership, help us to move forward. Now we have a resolution that is crystal clear, that is pushing for a political solution, credible, pragmatic, on the basis of the Moroccan autonomy plan that has been today accepted by the Security Council. And as you can see, 11 countries have voted for this resolution. No country voted against. We have some three abstention for different reasons. But today, I think what is important is that the autonomy is in the centrality of the United Nations, and it's as a legal initiative to move forward, of course, and it is in conformity with the Charter, UN Charter, with the principles of the Charter, with the international legality. And that's why in Morocco today, we are supporting, and we will work with good faith with the UN Secretary General and Personnel Envoy to move forward, because we cannot stand anymore the status quo. The status quo today is untenable. We need to move forward. We need to build up something consistent and strong in our region, in the Maghreb. We need to have our integration scheme working, and in this connection, you might have seen the appeal of His Majesty to the President of Algeria to turn the page and to start working together within this international dynamic to create. And today, thanks to President Trump, there is a new dynamic, because first in 2020, President Trump recognized the sovereignty of Morocco over the Sahara. This dynamic helped also other countries in Europe and important stakeholders like France, like UK, like Spain, to recognize the autonomy as the basis to move.
We were pushing for it, and it took a long time.
It took a long time.
Yeah.
But we had the vision, and we had to deal with the UN. Now today, the UN has decided that autonomy under Moroccan sovereignty is the only way forward to settle down or to resolve this regional conflict that have lasted for more than 50 years. And today, more than 120 countries recognize the autonomy as the way forward to solve this issue. So
I'll come to Moroccan-Algerian relations in a second, but let's pause for a minute about the southern provinces. And the UN recognition of Moroccan sovereignty. I was a little bit surprised by it. I haven't been following it closely, and I was surprised by the unanimity.
Yes.
Can you give us a sense of what your strategy was? How was it that you achieved unanimity among the members of the Security Council, or near unanimity?
Well, as I was saying earlier, it took time. We have to present something. We presented in 2007. The autonomy, it has been at the beginning considered as a credible move, and many countries, as I said earlier, including the US, thanks to President Trump, who recognized the sovereignty of Morocco over the Sahara. It took time, as I said, for this consensus to expand, but today I think we have a platform. We have the political will to move forward with these autonomy plans, because any other solution was not working. The status quo was untenable, and this was something which is in conformity with international law.
Moroccans, unlike a lot of people in your neighborhood, Moroccans like to keep a kind of low profile. They don't like to call a lot of attention to themselves. Do you agree with that?
I don't really agree 100%. We have a long-standing relations between Morocco and the US. We are the first country who recognized the independence of the US. We have the oldest non-broken treaty between Morocco and African Arab country. This is very important. And we experience very important tools. Yes, sometimes we want to be discreet about our achievements.
Discreet, that's a good word. But Moroccans are very discreet.
Discreet, but our cooperation, our partnership, but our partnership is strong because we share the same values. We have no complexities, no taboos. We work on military cooperation, on security, on economic development, on trade. We are the only country who has a free trade agreement with the US for more than 20 years. And we're always innovating and transforming our cooperation, our relations. We know you very well. You know us very well. We have innovated as far as tools are concerned. We have a political constant dialogue. This is very important. And we worked with you on different issues, whether in the Middle East, whether in Africa, and we will continue because we have an ambition and we have a leadership. And our two leaders, King Mohammed now the sixth, King Hassan II before, President Trump today is really pushing this relation at the highest level for the African line. Right. Our planes work together, our army, and this year we even invited others, partners, to join our exercises. This shows that the degree of confidence we have in each other. Now we use your equipment, your military equipment, the F-16s, the C-130. We have a very important military cooperation, and even our pilots were trained here in the US. So everything reunites us, the vision for the future. We are also active member in the Mediterranean dialogue of NATO. That's why we work together in NATO, in all the even in the new political concept. We are the leaders in the South that calls for that NATO should look south, and we have Americans partners here that listen to us. They share, because Morocco has built up now today a democratic country with institutions elected all over Morocco, with a strong economy. We have been growing for the last 25 years. And the momentum was profitable for the UN Security Council to put an end to these conflicts, which is hijacking the future of all the region.
And am I wrong in seeing a connection between the Atlantic Initiative and the autonomy plan? Because the Atlantic Initiative depends partly on export of goods from the Sahel out through the southern provinces.
The Atlantic vision is a wider concept. There's the dimension of the Sahel.
But it reinforces the...
Yeah, of course, it reinforces. Yeah. It creates more stability. It creates more connectivity between not only North Morocco and southern countries of Southern Africa, but also Europe. It's important. Gas. There are very important projects like the Nigeria-Morocco gas pipeline that will I think would concern more than 16 countries. So create more stability,
This is going to bring an enormous amount of gas to Europe.
And also to give electricity to all these countries. Okay, there is also the most important is the Dakhla port, like the one in Tangier. Today, Tangier Mediterranean port is one of the most important ports in Africa.
And Dakhla is in the south.
And Dakhla in the south. This is what would create. We have a lot also of American companies who are interested and starting investing in these projects in the south of Morocco. It reinforces the connectivity. It gives access to electricity to many African countries, and other projects, agriculture, so on. So this is the way how we work. We don't only manage crisis. No, of course we have to manage crisis when they are, but we create opportunities and projects for a wider Atlantic, of course, and sharing intelligence and information, working also in the ground. We have, because we believe that we are all targeting the stability of African countries. And we work together, of course, through military exercise, through security arrangement, but also through economic development. Because we believe in Morocco that military dimension is not enough. Look what is happening today in the Sahel with the intervention of foreign states in the Sahel, creating instability. Morocco is responding differently, not militarily, through an approach to this vision of His Majesty towards the Atlantic, how to connect the networks, how to create prosperity, how to give access to the countries of the Sahel to the sea, means to the trade, to export their critical minerals, to have a
so landlocked countries like Mali and
yes,
Niger
and
Chad, they need the coastline, which you have. You have a very long coastline to the Atlantic.
Exactly.
And so if they want to export things by sea, they have to go out through Moroccan territory.
Yes, and this brings stability. The trade is essential because it promotes growth. It creates opportunities for the young generation in the region, and especially the young Africans to access to jobs. And unfortunately, in our region, we failed on the promotion of integration schemes in the region, in the Maghreb, in the West Africa, in the Sahel. And that's why this initiative that has been launched by His Majesty, King Mohammed VI, about the Atlantic vision is to interconnect. You need to have a vision, the leadership, and a policy. The policy is to create jobs, create prosperity, and at the same time, create stability through this connection to help or to give the opportunities for the Sahel countries to have the access to the sea. The second dimension, second pillar is important, is to deconstruct the jihadist narrative. And Morocco, we have the capacity, we have the tools, and we have the expertise to fight against this kind of extremism. Because Islam is not a religion of hate. Islam, unfortunately, has been hijacked. I don't want to go into more details by the extremists in Sahel and in the north and south of the Sahel. So this is, I think, it's something that we should work together. And then, of course, the cooperation. We are aligned with the priorities of the countries. We don't want to give any lessons. We don't want to give don't intervene. It is a win-win partnership. Mm-hmm. It is a cooperation based on shared values and mutual respect.
Is it your impression that the Trump administration is seeing Morocco as its major strategic partner in the Sahel and wants to build on this relationship in the way that you do?
Not only in the Sahel, in North Africa, and in Middle East. Uh-huh. Because Morocco is a country, I said, it shares the same values, but we deliver. For us, I said, for the last 25 years, Morocco was growing. It was growing in traditional sectors, agriculture and tourism. Now we changed completely our economy. It was an important shift because we are at the crossroad of Africa and Europe. And we decided, thanks to the vision of the king, to give priority to three elements. First, the industry, and this automotive, aeronautic, batteries for cars. And cars are one of the major exporters in Africa, all over. And everybody is interested by the Moroccan market. Uh-huh. So the port has helped a lot. We are also now working on aeronautics. Mm-hmm. And just a few weeks ago, we have inaugurated in Casablanca a big industry for engines of planes. It's important. Right. We've been doing that for a long time. Now we are one of the major exporters, and everybody is interested by the Moroccan market. Why? Because we have the tools for investment, the guarantee schemes. We have the capabilities, and we have very good human capabilities in Morocco. A lot of engineers, and people, they seek that, stability. So people, they invest. Now we are receiving a lot of investment in all sectors. And also, the third dimension of our policy is the human dimension, is the health insurance, because we need to, of course, we needed this element in order to move forward. So today, Morocco has chosen its path. It is exporting, that we have free trade agreements. We have diversified our alliance. Of course, we have a strong relation with the European Union. We have excellent relations with the US, free trade. We are negotiating. Our business people, and we should not always should not forget the role of private sector. Yeah. Of course, government, yes, it invests, it brings projects, a big investment, but the private sector is playing an important role in this initiative. We are one of the major investors in Africa, Morocco, the banks, telephone communication, lot of companies, water management are working in Africa. They are making money. This is good. This is good because private sector also has important added value in creating stability. And I think
so. The Moroccan banking sector extends through which other countries?
About 15 countries in Western Africa. Uh-huh. We are sometimes.
Basically, you can't do business in Western Africa without working through Moroccan banks. Is that true?
No. We are leaders in some countries in telecommunications, in banking, and you need the financial tools. Moroccans have expertise to work in Africa. We are present in many countries in Africa. This is important, and this creates this synergy. Yeah. And also, we have a lot of students from Africa to study in Morocco. They go back their country, they bring the expertise, and that's why the human dimension in our policy is very important. Training people, education reforms. This is good. This is important for the future in Africa. These are our elements, and that's what Morocco is considered as a partner with whom you can do business and with who you can trust.
Okay, I think those are all the questions I had. Do you think is there something I should have asked you that I didn't? What's on your mind most these days in U.S.-Moroccan relations?
Yes, as you ask me or you give me the opportunity to speak, our diaspora is very important. We have a very important diaspora in the U.S. I would like to take this opportunity to commend their contribution. They are professors at the universities. They are in companies.